and thank you for taking the time to be with us and learn a little about the Pierella Rainforest Reclamation Project. I'm Kevin Donnelly, one of the volunteers on our team. We are an all-volunteer, nonprofit organization built on the premise that the right small change can have a large impact to our planet, and we're dedicated to delivering that large impact by purchasing clear-cut land in Costa Rica to shepherd the process of creating new second-growth rainforest. Costa Rican rainforest has the greatest biodiversity per acre on the planet and is some of the densest rainforest. That means more carbon is captured per acre there. However, Costa Rica has lost 80% of its rainforest since World War II. We want to help reverse that. In the next few minutes, you'll hear some of our volunteers talk about how we got here, the principles of our project, and the benefits to the environment and people from this work. We hope you'll become as passionate as we are about this and decide to participate in whatever ways you can. We need your help to do this important work.
Hi, I'm Bill Cooper. This journey began when I went on an eco tour to Costa Rica in February of 2016. On that tour, I visited the Pierella Ecological Garden. April and May of 2018, I returned, spent 2.5 weeks there photographing butterflies, birds, bees, and anything else that flew in front of my video camera. Pierella is a 3-hectare garden. It was founded in 1995. I realized that Pierella had become a rainforest island paradise in and near a small town. Since then, I have returned every year and have spent about 3 months on site. In my time there, I have been able to shoot video footage which would allow others to see the biodiversity that so excited me. In 2018, I was introduced to Kevin Donnelly, a photographer. I suggested that Kevin visit Pierella when I was going to be there in February and March of 2020. It was through several conversations with Kevin that we came up with the idea of establishing an NGO, a 501c3, Pierella Rainforest Reclamation Project. Our NGO organizational group has grown. We now have a combination of the critical strengths and expertise necessary. The overall goal of this NGO would be to purchase land to convert them to secondary rainforests. The scientific goal of this NGO will be to conduct carbon capture and sequestration studies. Educating people in the importance of rainforests is equally critical. Please help us realize the butterfly effect at the Pierella Rainforest Reclamation Project.
The Pierella Ecological Garden became an inspiration for our work, showing that a small parcel of land can have a major impact, that pasture can be turned back into rainforest. We have learned from and worked with William at his sustainable butterfly garden and collaborated with him during our initial startup period, developing our first tree mapping processes on plots of his rainforest. We even adopted his signature butterfly, the Pierella, in recognition of the impact of his work and the enthusiasm he shared in the development of our Rainforest Reclamation Project. We will continue to leverage knowledge from there, overlaying strong scientific rigor to the folk wisdom approach that has served William so well over the past 25 years. We will also collaborate with La Salva and our university partners, adding science-based practices to the successful methods William has shared as we develop the pasture land we acquire into new second-growth rainforest. Our mission is to reclaim rainforest in Costa Rica lost to development, giving rise to the butterfly effect, and to support environmental research and education. Our team is working to deliver on this mission. It's a big goal for a small team, but that's the embodiment of the butterfly effect. By targeting the place where the greatest return in biodiversity, sustainability, and carbon capture can happen, we will build the foundation for that vision. And while we do that, we will work to ensure today's children have access to curricula that will help them understand the criticality of the rainforest and inspire them to become the environmental stewards and scientists of tomorrow. We are founded in science, and we actively support aspiring scientists who will continue this work in the decades to come. We will leverage our work to both advance the understanding and best practices in developing new second-growth rainforest and to provide a jungle laboratory and science committee of experts to help develop those aspiring to a lifetime of ecologic science. The work we're asking you to support will bring these butterfly effects.
Hi, I'm Michelle Danoff, a member of the Pierella Rainforest Reclamation Project team. Did you know Costa Rica is the most biodiverse area on the planet? And only one of 36 identified biodiverse hotspots? With just 0.03% of the Earth's landmass, it is home to over 500,000 species. Costa Rica has 5 times the plant species and 3 times the animal species compared to any other country. Native animals, such as sloths, monkeys, white bats, and macaws, rely on richly biodiverse rainforest to survive. 70% of the plants found to have anti-cancer properties are found in the rainforest. The plant species you help preserve might be the one that saves a life.
Hola, I'm Tori Griffin, and I'm standing in Plot 1 of my carbon storage and sequestration research at Pierella Ecological Garden. We started this research last January with Bill Cooper and Sarah Collins, where we took data from 4 plots around Pierella Ecological Garden and collected information about the trees in each plot. So the information we collected includes the tree's height, diameter, species, and condition. So you'll also see that on each tree we have a tree tag, which lets us know the number of the tree. That way we can correlate this data with the data we collect next year so we can see how much the tree grew. These variables let us know how much carbon is stored in that tree and how much carbon it gained after 1 year. Hi, so we are here in Plot 2 where we had many trees that had a lot of axes but belonged to one tree. When this happened, we named the tree with one number and collected data on the diameter of each axis going from left to right when looking at the tag. We also marked the height at each axis at 1.5 meters from the ground, going with whatever direction that the branch is going into. That way, next year when we come back and recollect this data, we'll know how much each axis grew, and we're going to be able to collect more accurate information on the carbon storage in this tree.
Hi, I'm Lucy, and I'm a volunteer at the Pierella Rainforest Reclamation Project. Ecosystem services, which are the benefits to humanity that are derived from wildlife or ecosystems. Some of these services and their benefits to humanity, like carbon capture and oxygen generation, are easy to understand. The interconnectedness of various ecosystems and the extent of their benefits to humanity, however, are complex and not fully understood. The reforestation work done provides us with an amazing opportunity to observe while these services develop and become interrelated to other services, as the land goes from grassland to true rainforest. The Millennium Ecosystem Assessment has identified 4 major categories of ecosystem services: provisioning, regulating, cultural, and supporting services. At Pierella, we study these 4 services to better understand how ecosystem services work. The better our understanding of how humanity can support these services while utilizing them in the best non-destructive way, the more we enhance our ability to achieve true sustainability and harmony between humanity and this fragile planet for which we are all stewards.
Hi, I'm Emily Ramirez. Since the start of Pierella, the idea of sustainability has always been important to incorporate not only in the organization but in the field work we are participating while down in Costa Rica. So what does sustainability mean? The most relevant definition of sustainability in Costa Rica would be the capacity to improve the quality of human life while working within the Earth's supporting ecosystems. So we plan to reduce the carbon footprint by converting pasture land, which is already existing down in Costa Rica, to secondary growth rainforests, and try our best to certify and maintain carbon neutrality on all of our properties. Our sustainability definition requires that all 3 of the pillars of PRFRP, which are increasing biodiversity, enhancing ecosystem services, and expanding wildlife corridors, are simultaneously realized. I'm now going to pass it over to Lisa, who will highlight the importance of expanding wildlife corridors and PRFRP's part in that action.
Hi, my name is Lisa Dustin, and I'm a member of the education team. Have you ever heard of a wildlife corridor? Ever wonder what it is? All living creatures have a territory in which they live, no matter how big or how small. Animals that lose that habitat through human impact also lose the ability to freely roam within their territories. A tremendous effort has been made to conserve animal and plant natural heritage by establishing protected habitats. However, these protected habitats become islands surrounded by human needs. Wildlife corridors are connections across the landscape that link up areas of habitat. They support natural processes that occur within a healthy environment, including the movement of animals to find resources such as food, water, and shelter.
Hi there, I'm Taylor Pine, and I've been a volunteer with Pierella for nearly 2 years now. I work with Emily to run the organization's social media platforms. In this day and age, social media is one of the most powerful tools that a company can use to build their brand and share their mission with the world. Since launching our Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok pages, we have amassed over 2,100 followers, over 39.2 thousand likes, and more than 150,000 views on our posts. Social media has allowed us to share our message with the world. Our content has reached many different countries. We would like to give you a taste of what we do on our platforms. Please enjoy some of our popular videos of the various rainforest critters we have encountered in Costa Rica.
In the moonlight, with a part in your hair, I could tell time by the blink in your stare.
We have a lot going on, and it's all focused on reclaiming rainforest and the important butterfly effects that will bring. With the announcements out of the recent UN Climate Change Conference in Glasgow, COP26, and the U.S.'s recommitment to those difficult climate change goals, the criticality of reducing carbon in the atmosphere is once again front-page news. Even with all the technological advancements made in the industrial methods of carbon capture, the surest way, the best way, is still to plant trees and to work to rebuild the planet's natural balance. We need your help to do that. Your donations to the Pierella Rainforest Reclamation Project will go toward the purchase of land to reclaim it for the rainforest and lock in that carbon. We will also educate the next generation to help them become stewards of our planet and lead the way in years to come. Help us fight climate change and reclaim biodiverse rainforests by donating to our project and becoming part of the butterfly effect.